Collectors, we have Disney Pixar Lightning featuring Recruits to the rescue. Featuring Darby Steele, Mo Morrison, Izzy Hawthorne, Lightyear, and of course, Socks. It's a very interesting packaging. They made it out of their armadillo where they load them all up on their spaceship. Here's a look in front of the box. Then you turn it around, just showing you all the character that is included and their accessories. Little detail on that armadillo ship. You have the front, you even have the teeth, you got the eyeballs in there right from the front. Then you got the exhaust system or the turbine coming from the back here. We got the thrusters. Pretty cool. Dimension of box case one is display is 21.8 inches wide, 10.9 inches tall, 2.6 inches thick. Here's the view at the bottom of the box. Here's your barcode or serial number. Now we got it for $39.99. It's available at your local Target, Walmart, even on Amazon. We'll put a link down below, and it's made by Mattel. So collectors, unbox! Now that we got them out of the box, let's go ahead and start with Izzy. Wow, look at this suit. Definitely look at this armor. Like it. Start with her head first. Now, your articulation is going to be similar in other action figures in here. You go all the way around. Can it? No, you can't. Her chin kind of gets stuck. There's no tilt either. Just a view of the back of her head. Now, these are just your 5-inch figures, so the articulation's not going to be as good. As you can see, the shoulder pads gets in the way. Let's go ahead, turn it all the way around. Can it go all the way around? It can go around. You have a 90-degree elbow bend. Arms does twist. Got your hand here. Goes all the way around, but the hands are still. Now, you cannot do a T-pose on this because of her shoulder pad, so it's as far as you can go. You got a reddish maroonish color on one side and dark brown on the other side. This one has a little bit of spikes in there. Then her chest or her vest. Nice details. Here's a view of the back. Looking at her torso here, you got a utility belt. Pretty cool. The hole there is for her weapon if you want to holster it. Let's see some hip movement. There is some hip twist, but there is no ab crunch. Going to her legs, 180 splits. You got pockets in there on her leg. Now there's no thigh cut. The leg can go up this much with a 90-degree knee bend, a little stiff, and it can't twist. No ankle movement, no pivot. And the bottom of her foot just has peg holes. View of the back. Now you got 2 holes there for the weapon. Pretty cool. You got your back pockets. Nice detail. Nice 5-inch figure detail. Comes with 2 accessories. We have the helmet and of course her blaster. Let's look at the fitment here. The hair might get in the way. Let's try it and see how good it is. Okay, yeah. Fits very well. You don't have to worry about it falling off. Sort of reminds us of like a stormtrooper suit. What do you guys think? This side here, you got the antenna. You got the 4, I'm guessing for their vision. Looking good. It's also made of soft rubber, so it does flex. Here's a view of the inside. Then we have the blaster. This is also a bit flexible. And you can load it here, put it on her back, or put it on this hole here on the side. When she's ready for battle, put it on her hand here. Now it could go on both sides. I take that back. It's a little tricky. Put it on the left hand because of this peg here that goes on her back on her or her utility belt. Can't really put it in her hand. I mean, you could do it this way, but it looks kind of weird. See, it gets in the way. Put on the helmet. Put this in the right hand. Check it out. Mo Morrison. Head movement. This one can go all the way around. It has a long neck, kind of like a giraffe neck. This one has a slight tilt. It has a similar suit with your big shoulder pads, so that would prevent it from doing a T-pose because it gets in the way. Articulation is similar. This time he has a purple and green color combination. Pretty nice. You can see his chest. Got all those details in there. Pockets. And look at that utility belt. Nice. Just wanted to double check if they have the same utility belt, because usually they just recycle it. This one is different, so that's good. That's extra. Got your hip twist, but no ab crunch. Do some splitsville, 180. No thigh cut, but the leg can go up this much with a 90-degree knee bend. Still no ankle twist or pivot. And the bottom of the foot just has some peg holes. These boots there, you have a green knee pads, not sure why. Also, you got that thing wrapping around with the brown strap. You have 2 holes here for the weapons. Also notice on his arm and wrist pad, you got that green marking on it. Then you have his helmet here, matching it the same as his shoulder pads. Here's the fitment. Same as Izzy, you got 4 for the eyes. You got the antenna here. Let's go see if we can swap it since it looks similar. Yeah, this one's pretty much the same, it's just different color. Same size too. I figured Izzy would be a little bit bigger because of her hair. The only difference I see is the back of the head here. So technically, Mo can also wear this one. Well, actually, you know what? It's a little bit loose compared to this one. Okay, that's nice. So you do have this part here on each side to kind of just fit their head. So that's good. So if you put this on Mo, it's loose, right? When you put on this one, a little bit more snug. Nice fitment. Now let's take a look at this weapon. Now he has an arrow point here. It reminds us of kind of like when you go in the ocean trying to hunt for big fish. It's also soft. Let's put it on Mo. Load it up. This one you're gonna need 2 hands. Whoop. One for the trigger on one side, and then you have to bend his arms. Kind of had to fold his fingers a little bit here. It was sticking out too much. It was hard to put on the trigger. So this one's a little tricky to load because his hands is just too wide a finger. Kind of like that, like the picture. So this one could go to his utility belt. Kind of weird, but it can work. Or the back. Darby Steele, the explosive expert. He's the shorter character. Let's do some head movement. This one could go this much on the other side. Does have a tilt. No, it doesn't. Can't really say that's a tilt. Very little movement. This time he has the green armor. Also, you can't do a T-pose because it gets in the way. Articulation on the arms. Goes around. 90-degree. Elbow twist. Hands twist. Looks like you got a grenade there right on his vest. Of course, your utility belt. All those details in there. That's for the weapon. Going around. Hip twist. No ab crunch. The legs can go. Ooh. The utility belt gets in the way. Does this move up? No, it's glued in there. So this one you won't be able to do 180. You can force it, but you go this much. The legs also, the utility belt gets in the way. So you're gonna have a little trouble posing Darby. Knee bend with a twist. There's no thigh cut. On the other side, he has a green boot here. No ankle twist or pivot. And the bottom of their foot has those 2 peg holes. With his lack of height, it's going to be a little bit tricky moving him around or posing him because of the utility belt. But here's a view of the back. They seem to have some sort of mixed matching color, like dark brown. Then you got the light brown here. Then the green on the shoulder pads and vest. Take a look at the helmet here. Similar to most. Slight differences. Like that one. Still got the 4 eyes. Here's the back or inside. Put it on Darby. Oh, this one's a little loose. They didn't have those little things to hold it off. I mean, you kind of have to just push it to really fit it. So it holds, but it's not as doesn't hold as well as Mo and Izzy's. Now for the shortest person, has the biggest weapon. Look at this, like a cannon or a rocket launcher is what I meant. Look at that. Let's go ahead and put it on him to go on his shoulders here. Load it on his hands. Nice. Look at that. Of course, we gotta put on his helmet. Complete the look. can also put it just back or the side. This one's a little too big, but it can still work. Now we have Buzzle Lightyear. Let's go check out his head. This one can go first that much. Slight head tilt. Really liking this new Lightyear look. Make him less bulky. So he has a little bit more articulation. You have your details here. Maybe for his wing, you got the 3 buttons. You got the start command in the middle. Let's go to his arms here. You could go all the way around. 90-degree elbow bend. Got the Space Ranger logo there. There's no bicep cut, but the elbow can twist. Hands can go around. Fingers are still. Glad to get that color combination with the white, purple striping, and the green. Let's go to the hip twist. No ab crunch. 180 splits. And there is a T-post on this one. This doesn't have any shoulder padding, which is we prefer. You can lift up the legs this far with the 90-degree knee bend. There's no thigh cut, and there's no ankle twist or pivot. And the bottom of his foot has those peg holes in the serial number. Looking at the view at the back, you have this big hole here. I'm guessing this is for his jetpack here. We haven't had an accessory with a jetpack. And of course, this is for his DX laser blades. Let's go ahead and check that one out. This reminds me of a small lightsaber. Then you have the blade there, turquoise color. This is for his utility belt. Let's go ahead and put it on his hand here. There. Ooh, stiff joints. It's good. And if you guys want to put the dome, there's just these 2 holes. There, nice fitment too. Of course, we can't forget socks. This one just, the head can go all the way around with the legs go back up this much. You can't make it go around, but you're gonna have to force it. Got the tail, does the tail move? You can. And there's socks. Buzz about 5 inches tall and around 2.5 inches wide. Darby the short is about 4.5 inches tall, about 2.5 inches wide. Most of the tall is about 5.5 inches tall, about 2 inches wide. Izzy is about 4.6 inches tall and 2 inches wide. Can't forget about socks, about 1 inch tall, 1.5 inches long. We have the front view, side, and the back. And here it is next to our Cyclops. Now I feel like the scale is a little bit bigger, but you know, I could be wrong. Let's do a couple of poses with these figures. So that's your Disney Pixar Lightyear. This is the Recruit 5-pack. Comes with accessories such as your helmet, blaster, and socks. This is Izzy, Mo, Darby Steel, and of course, Buzz Lightyear. Now we got it for $39.99. It's available at your local store. We'll put a link down below. And it's made by Mattel. Collectors, unite!